I got fired this morning from a company I have been working at for the last 8 years. I've had the same boss for the last 8 years, and yeah, it happened this morning. 9 a.m., I had a meeting booked with my boss. Our HR business partner immediately joins the call. They tell me that due to restructuring, they have to make hard decisions, and they have decided, after review at all leadership levels, that my job will be terminated. This came as a massive shock. There was no performance improvement plan. There was no conversation about how I could have been performing better. They essentially just told me, effective Friday, your role is no longer here. My only question I could muster the strength to ask is like, what's happening with my team? Are they also being let go? And they said that they could not answer that question at the time.
Happy Monday, just got fired. Holy shit. I thought it was just like a normal routine meeting. And no, it was actually we're not moving forward with your employment. And you know what's so funny is like when you think that you finally find like a good job and like a company that cares about you, you're like, oh my god, I actually work for people that care. No, you don't. That was like the only stable thing that I had going on in my life right now. Whew, I was not expecting that. I would have never put money down on that happening. I literally just thought that was gonna be a meeting. Happy Monday.
I am actually like speechless. So I just got laid off from my job. I can't believe I'm saying that. Like, I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe that this is happening to me. That was actually the fucking weirdest experience of my life. Like, tell me why I wake up and thank God I woke up early because, I see a meeting called Team Update with my director and two other people in it. And as soon as I saw it, my stomach dropped. And I was like, there's no way. Like, my first thought is, there's no way this is happening to me. Like, this doesn't happen to me. Like, I'm invincible. I am literally invincible. Like, what are you talking about? And then I messaged the other girl who's on the meeting with me, like, 1 minute before the meeting starts. And I was just like, nice knowing you, babe. Like, love you, babe. We're done. And yeah, I get on the meeting. The whole meeting, I swear to God, lasts like 4 minutes. And my director gets on. She's like reading from a script, which was just like so awkward. And it was just so like impersonal after you've worked with these people for so long and like given so much. Sorry, I'm like still processing. Giving so much of yourself. Yeah, they just read off a script and then fire you. It's actually so hurtful. It's so insulting. Oh my God. And then it was like the meeting started, and then as soon as the HR manager joined the meeting, because she wasn't on the meeting invite. So it was just like 4 people on the meeting invite. And then when I saw the HR manager join, I literally started laughing. Like, I had to cover my mouth because I knew exactly what was happening. I've heard about this before. Like, I've never gotten laid off, but like I had heard about this. So I literally started laughing because I was just like, there's no way that this happens to like me of all people. And then the HR manager gets on and she like is reading off a script or whatever. And she's like, does anyone have any questions? First of all, this has been 4 minutes. Like, you actually just ripped my livelihood away from me in 4 minutes. Like, I can't even process what you're saying. I literally blacked out. Like, I did not hear anything that they said at all. And then I was just like, yeah, can we like get everyone's email address and like phone number and stuff? Because I knew I had already heard before that when this happens, they cut off all your stuff, like Slack, email, your phone, your computer shuts off, like everything, right? So I was like, can you like give us everyone's email so I can reach out?
It's just the only job market that I've edited where you can go to a town hall and not know that the hiring manager is leading the town hall, that you can exceed in both the first interview and the second interview, so much so that they tell you you have a final interview at the end of your second interview. And then during your third interview, they tell you that you made them think about completely different perspectives through your presentation and have really good conversations through your third interview and still not get the job. So if you're struggling to find a job like I am, please know you're not alone. And that finding a job in this market absolutely sucks. I don't have a voice because I just scream cried because I'm just so devastated. So, if you're trying to find a job like me, please know you're not alone.
Yes, it's a lot right now. If you're trying to get a job in this job market, it's the toughest it's been in years. Even just compared to last year, it's way more difficult to just get an interview. And unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is out of your control. Like, you have no control over the fact that you're competing with more people because there's been a ton of layoffs, or that more companies are using AI as part of the hiring process, and that complicates things. But you do have control over your approach, because your approach can be better than like 95% of the other people that are trying to apply for jobs right now. So what you can do is be more effective, and you can be more consistent. So you can do things differently, like don't just apply on the big job sites. Find specific job boards for your industry or your roles. You'll have a better chance there because there'll be fewer applicants. So another thing, like don't just have one version of your resume or even just two versions. Take the extra 5-10 minutes to tailor your resume to every job application. It makes a huge difference. And consistency is key. Have a focused goal every single day of how many applications you're going to send out. Set yourself a timer, maybe 50 minutes of applications, 10 minutes break, and do that several times a day. Just having that goal and that consistency is going to put you ahead of most other people.
It is really hard to find a job in Australia in 2025, and I cannot stress it enough. If you have no experience in anything, nothing to show on your CV, it's going to take you months to find a job. There are a lot of workshops in Australia that people go to try and find a job, but realistically, you need to have something to show on your CV. There's no point going to a workshop, but then you have nothing to show to any employer. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to do things before you come to Australia now in 2025, because it's too hard to start from scratch here, and there is too much competition. There is work in manual jobs because that's usually what Australians don't want to do, meaning there's a skill shortage, meaning there's jobs there. So if you're able to get some experience back home, even if it's a couple of nights a week, in anything, waitressing, dish pit, whatever you can think of that is manual, try and do it, because then you can show to an employer that you already know what you're doing and they don't have to train you. You are going to beat competition. It's just really good to have some sort of skills when you come here, because that means you'll be able to make income straight away, pay your rent. You know, it can be very stressful when you're having to pay bills and you can't find any work.
I hate to say this, but a good resume won't help you get a job anymore. I've helped over 300 women get a job in finance, and it has never been this hard. And I just read this research, and it says because it's all of AI. People apply to over 100 of jobs at the same time because they can tailor their resume quite easily right now. What do companies do in order to screen those resumes? They use AI. So there's a lot of impersonal interaction all the time. The only thing to win this job market is to network, to start conversation elevators, start conversations in a bar. Just try to meet people and get your job through your connections.
Is it me, or these jobs don't really be hiring for real? Like, you will do the application interview, then never really call you back, or you could just apply, then never get back to you for an interview. Then when you call up there to see if the hiring managers are, so you get an interview, they lie and say that the manager isn't there and call back tomorrow. Who do y'all think finna keep on calling out every day to see if I can get a job? Like, there's literally no way y'all should be having all these opportunities open on the website and Indeed, and y'all not getting back to nobody? What's tea? Like, at this point, y'all wasting my time and your time. Like, come on now. Like, it's like they be knowing that you need, like, 3-4 jobs to survive in this economy. And it's like, you're already there. Help me. Help me. Like, everybody's just saying, find another job, find another job. Quit Home Depot. I can't do that if ain't nobody else is hiring. Come on now. And then it'd be worse if you apply on Indeed.
When I graduated college, it was 2009, and there were no jobs really in America, certainly not in my field, which was finance. And yes, there was something like the Great Depression, recession. Anyways, I had to just like go ham. I was really just expanding my search in any which way. Because when the market shits like that, when the market hits the fan like that, you don't have any option if you don't have food to eat. Like, if you don't have money, which we all need to survive, you have to quickly pivot. So it was like, could I do food retail? Could I do retail? So I looked into Uniqlo. At the time, they were setting up in America. They were expanding their shops. I looked into Sprinkles, the cupcake company. At that time, you put your pride aside and you think, what the hell else can I do with my skills? Because I can't just be unemployed. Like, I'm 22. Like, I got to get a job. Right? Like, I can't just like stop. I haven't started. So it was just like, if I can't get a finance job, I can't just die on this one tree. I got to go and look for other trees. I got to look for other shit to do. Right? So it was like, maybe I go Macy's management trainee. Maybe I try. You got to expand beyond what is immediately in front of you, because there's only so many jobs in 2009 in finance. And now you can argue that's the case for a lot of different industries. So pivot out of whatever it is that you signed up for, but you literally can't find any jobs in it. So pivot. You can't stay there forever because there's nowhere to stay, right? So that's my suggestion to you. If you find yourself in a situation where you're graduating, there ain't no jobs in your market, there's no jobs in your specialism, pivot, because you ain't got time to waste. You got to get going. You got to get a job. Like, you can't just be unemployed for a long, long time. That's just not okay. You got to get out of that situation ASAP.
What does it take to get a job nowadays? Like an entry-level position. What does it take to get that? Because I've been job searching for over a year. I have a bachelor's degree. I have research experience. I have work experience of over 4 years. And I keep getting rejection after rejection after rejection. I have been, getting advice from recruiters on this app, from people who give career coaching advice online. I, tailor my resume. I include cover letters even when it's not required. I do like a bullet point list so that it's easy to read why I'm a good fit. I go on LinkedIn. I reach out to, the hiring managers or the recruiters that work for the company. And I'll even reach out to people who already work in the position that I'm applying to. I do all of that after I apply. And I still get rejected. And then even if I make it to the next level with interviews and I do a good job, I'm prepared, I answer the questions great, everything seems well, send out my thank you emails. I'm very responsive to them, very professional in all of my communications with them. Even with all of that, I'm still not getting jobs. And like I said, it's been over a year. And I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know if it's possible to get an entry-level job. I mean, I'm applying for jobs that I'm overqualified for, and I still am not getting those jobs or even getting a shot to interview with them because I'm getting auto-rejected for some reason. Like I said, I've been tailoring my resume, scoring it on ChatGPT to see, how does this resume hold up with for what they're looking for. And even with all of that, I'm still getting auto-rejected. And yes, I'm applying to jobs within, the week that they're posted. So honestly, what more can I do? What do people have to do nowadays to get a job?
Hey, TikTok community. So I just graduated from Yale and I can't find a job. So you think like my handsome face and my white privilege would be enough, but I had a pretty decent GPA, like 3.7. I was a philosophy major. I've been applying like crazy, probably submitted like 25 applications at this point. Not even really sure what I want to do. I'm having no success. It's so tough out there. I could work for my dad, follow in the old man's footsteps, but, he's like CEO of Delta, but I don't know. I'm just really lost trying to see what others are doing out there to find jobs. It's just so tough out there.
If you have multiple college degrees and you're applying, and no one will hire you, and you get to an interview and no one will hire you, you're not crazy. It's because of your college degrees. You don't have to believe me. You can test this. Go to your resume, backspace, until your college degree is no longer on there. Take it off your LinkedIn, remove your graduation year, and apply again, and tell me if you don't see a difference. You're not crazy. They are, in fact, not hiring you because you have a college degree. And not to say I told you so, but I did. Literally 3 years ago, last year, I said, college graduates, they're going to go around you. The businesses, the companies, they're going to go around you because your degrees are not just worthless. They are actively, negatively impacting you. All they do is make you believe, they create the expectation that you will make more than you actually will with no real skills, because college doesn't teach you real skills, and there's no set criteria of skills that employers know that you are going to get if you come with a college degree. There's just not. You have a college degree from some minor state university, you have a college degree from a community college, you have a college degree from Harvard. There's no set level of skills. They have no idea what that means. They have no idea. Tell me what set of skills is universal among those people. It means nothing. It means nothing. All it means to them is that, one, you are going to turn over faster, because statistically you do. Degree people turn over 39% less. 39% less. That's really attractive to employers because hiring and churn is really expensive. There's been a study done that shows that especially new college graduates come in and they think that they're smarter than everyone else. And shocker, people don't like to work with people like that. The other thing is that you, and this is not really your fault, but you have inherited a terrible economy and you need to make more money. And you also now have to service this ridiculous debt burden because college tuition doubles every 9 years. And because of that, you are going to be extremely dissatisfied when you take a job that you don't think is paying you what you're worth, but you're not really worth that. The college just told you that you were because you were spending money at the college. So take it off, remove your graduation year so they don't bias it out, and tell me if that doesn't make a difference. It will.
Good morning, everyone. It is now officially 6 months since I graduated nursing school, and I still have no job. Well, kind of. So since May 2024, I graduated from a community college and got an associate's degree in nursing. Then in July, I took my NCLEX, I passed, I got my license, I started applying. It's now January 6th, 2025, and I still have no job. Yeah, I know. It's kind of unbelievable. I am in Sacramento, California. It's a place where everyone is applying. It's really impacted. There's a lot of nursing schools. There's a lot of new grads that are coming in, and it's kind of scaring me right now because everyone that has just graduated in December is kind of also coming in now. So I'm kind of like, great. Okay, so places I've been applying to, if you can recognize any of these, there's Sutter, there's Davis, there's Kaiser, there's Dignity Health, there's Adventist. I've even gone as far as to applying an hour far from me and now 2 hours. So Stockton, I'm applying to like Lodi and to, I don't even know what's up there, Placer, Vacaville, Vallejo, Napa. I'm going everywhere at this point because I'm desperate. Now, I am not completely unemployed. I did get a job offer as a school nurse, and I just started that job in December. It's good, but the pay is terrible. For example, as a school nurse, I make less than my boyfriend, who is topped out at Costco, meaning he's reached the maximum pay he can have at Costco. Yeah, so I went to school for 2 years, and I still get paid less than him. That's crazy to me. You know what? It's just a little job. It's fine. But here's the problem, is me working there does not, I guess, completely mean that I have nursing experience. For example, when I'm applying to these positions in hospitals, they want acute care, inpatient. So school nursing is not even close. Some people are gonna be like, you should apply to a new grad program. Yes, I have. I've applied to UC Davis, to Kaiser, to Sutter 2 times now, I believe, because there's 2 every year. And I've been pretty much ghosted or rejected. So I'm not expecting to get any of those, but I have motivation to get a job as quickly as I can. It's been 6 months. Like, when am I, and I think what made me break my breaking point right now is I just got rejected from a SNF, a skilled nursing facility, where a lot of the new grad nurses will sometimes start out, if they can't get a hospital job, to get that skill that they need to become a nurse and to kind of get associated with inpatient care. And I just got rejected from there. So I just feel like, wow. And the reason they gave me was because I didn't have enough experience. They wanted me to have 2 years of experience, they said. So even if I did have 2 years of nursing experience, I would not apply to another SNF. Like, no one's doing that. No. If someone just says, apply, why can't you get a job? You should be able to get a job. I'm going to lose it because I'm applying every day. So I don't know if there's something wrong with me. I don't know. I have my ACLS, BLS, PALS. I'm looking to get my NRP done. I'm even going maybe to look for my TNCC because I don't know what else to kind of break that barrier a little bit. If anyone else also relates, please let me know because I feel like I'm going crazy.